One of the stands that we have to stop off at is the Ford Corsair Owners Club. Hello everybody and welcome to the Practical Classics Show 2025. We join the Ford Corsair Owners Club who take fast fit to the next level. This is actually a workshop for 3 days. These guys come here with purpose, tasks and objectives. Manufactured between 1963 and 1970, the guys have a secret ingredient to make the Ford Corsair last forever. There are 4 Ford Corsairs on stand today. Here's a list of the goals set and achieved at the show so far. The thing I like about the Ford Corsair guys is they don't muck about. They get cars and put them in more bits than you can possibly count. So here we go, here's the 4-door, everything's out of this, engine, the lot. Here is where the cars are given eternal life. This is like a nursing home for the car with a twist. They send them out young again in the flush of youth. Remember the film Westworld? And this is where the tech guys do their stuff. You know, this is a great bit of history. This is Clara, 4-door Corsair, and as we go round I'll tell you the story. But great, last year's project, it's going to be on the roads. Excellent. This car's even got its own Haynes manual. There's vinyl roof versions, estates, 2 and 4 doors, and even cars with fancy wheels. I find the club welcoming and humble. They've won numerous awards for their achievements at the show. So the thing is, the Ford Corsair guys have actually taken it to the next level. You've got a gearbox and bell housing there. Some springs and struts. Engine, yeah. The Corsair Club are in it for the long haul. They even bring their own fuel to the show. In fact, they've got a guy that goes about feeding and just checking that everybody's fueled up. As well as bacon rolls, there's cups of coffee and black tea as well. Now, the way that I do this is, where can you get the best cups of tea? So, a good reason to pop in and see these guys, besides some of the best Fords on the roads, you get a good cup of tea as well. The club has talent, skills and know-how in abundance, but check this out, the first electric car maybe, courtesy of a guy called Clive Odell. Wow. Well, that was the sound of the 70s and the 80s. Now, I'm not allowed to mention the Ford Transit van because what goes on in the Transit van stays in the Transit van, but I think that's where they secretly manufacture Ford Corsair spares. Well, there's one thing that never changes, and that's the smell of cat alloy. If this was smell-o-vision, you'd be able to pick that up.